Deception for the additional damage. A nice hit from Closer first. Hovering over towards this top side. There is a ward that Huni will see for a moment's time, but now right in that smoke screen, temporarily taken away. Hopping on over Closer's head, uses the flash into the tower, but Closer, he goes for it and he takes it.
Now, and it's looking like we're gonna get a banger at this Rift Herald.
Ooh, he going in. Oh, Shen-Yi right in the center of it all. A charm directly from Takeover and exhausted immediately upon entering Closer. A little bit dangerous for him, but it's Diva that loses his life. The trade back onto Closer. Both of the jungles eliminated, but the mid laner taken down. Takeover gone as well, but the hits are too good. Blast Cone for some of that separation, but FBI Speedy gets more shots in. Still, survival from a couple members of TSM, but
First. Meanwhile, the rest of the team, you don't have to spend extra resources to topside. They can use them bot.
Nope, you flash on down. You process the handshake to pull him right back on in. Abbedagge on right in the middle of this bush. Spica now is the center of attention. Has to crash on away, but Shen-Yi also brought down low. Closer going into stasis immediately upon the route that has been taken by Renata Glass. Very effective, but Takeover just so dangerous here. Closer immediately onto Tactical, getting the trade back and forth. 4 eliminated for TSM.
Meanwhile, Abbedagge, man of the hour here for 100 Thieves. He's got so much money, 700 gold bounty on his head. He pushes out bottom, and it's easy rotation over for the rest of the members of 100 Thieves. Takeover is trying to get top pushing for TSM, does have his Unleashed teleport ready, but there's no deep ward to be able to flank on Vex. So keep an eye on the ultimate here from Takeover. See if he can come up with one of those really big comeback Vex engages for TSM. And see if they can try and combo their way out of this hole that 100 Thieves have put them in. Because if it's not a really nice combo of Vex plus Gnar getting a great engage there, then it's going to be hard for TSM to brute force a win in a team fight. And if they can't brute force a win in a team fight, 100 Thieves continue to split them apart.
And TSM right now is spending a lot of time just keeping Someday away from continuing to push over on that mid wave. And now up onto the turret, so they want to be able to trade this back. 100 Thieves, in the meantime, just want to get a little bit of that reset for their bot laners to bring that power on through. Baron officially spawned. Still over a minute and a half before that next Drake spawns, and still a heavy gold lead to try to break through if you're on the TSM side, with some mythics still needing completion.
They got to rally. Jats really got to squeeze now if he wants his theory for TSM making it into playoffs to actually come true, because 100 Thieves are doing their best to shut out TSM. Objective bounties are on the table, though, so the hopes for TSM really hinge on that Wombo play. A big play from Takeover plus Huni has to be the start of it. I mean, Tactical is starting to accrue items, but it's really a scaling game for Kai'Sa. He's now level 11, so he's starting to bring some threats. But 100 Thieves, I mean, the threat is already there. Everybody is basically on 2 items for 100 Thieves, and they can really fight their way out of it, defending these neutral objectives. You can see it in them trying to deny any sort of vision to TSM. Dragon number 3 should be fairly simple for 100 Thieves to collapse on. Shen-Yi actually getting collapsed on in the river.
Knock up to try and capitalize upon. Closer goes back in, though, into stasis. Shen-Yi goes, but in the backline, Tactical has been blasted, so a lot of the damage no longer available for TSM. Kick goes on to Spica. Spica goes on down. Takeover zooming on in to take down Closer, but they are still at the player deficit. The gun damage too strong here, and Shen-Yi is just a few shots away from Someday Dredge line to close some of this distance, but in the end, it's 100 Thieves out on top in the fight and looking good. Baron available for the taking.
Someday throwing up the sad bees for the TSM fans. All right, let's take another look at it. 100 Thieves, they see Shen-Yi into the river, and they're like, that is illegal. This is our river. This is the 100 Thieves river. Shen-Yi, once again, the target. Closer, chunked to 50%, but the collapse from 100 Thieves is huge. Puhi lays the Renata ultimate over this wide swath of the river, and the 8-kill Ahri jumps in to finish off these kills, gets the reset, and even though Takeover can get the 1 snipe for TSM, it's a drop in the bucket. 100 Thieves make good on their promise. Here we go. Dragon number 2 for TSM would be 3-400 Thieves if they can get it. TSM actually forcing quickly,
Abbedagge using the Hex Gate to get over towards the back for a little bit of surrounding action, and now TSM are rattled out of this. Soul point acquired for 100 Thieves. Now Abbedagge is still going deep for some of this additional intel. Charm onto one, but you don't really want to follow that. Just trying to draw away so that 100 can push down this mid lane.
Yes, and they have no reason to stop. Mid lane gets annihilated. FBI here, able to clean it up while Someday goes topside to both loot the enemy jungle, but as well get that top wave pushing. And you can see Abbedagge on the bottom side with Ahri is waiting for him. He's waiting in this bottom brush for a kill. Nobody from TSM is going to extend themselves, though. There's no chance anybody walks outside of their base, and so he eventually goes to pick up the wave, and they should wait on the next one to try and sync it up, so bottom and top hit at the same time. During this waiting period, though, the Baroned up cannon will do enough work to take the tower to 50%.
And Someday, who has been super comfy, side lane pushing, is now joined by the majority of his team. Everyone but Abbedagge not getting that chance to get that kill on the bot side means he will usher the wave over here towards mid. The range of 100 Thieves reigning strong when they can take down this inhibitor turret and turn their eyes towards the inhibitor itself. Another hook in, the crash down, closer, safeguard back towards Huhi, so he stays alive despite being chunked down fairly low. Knock up onto FBI in the back line from that dredge, or right now for the depth charge rather, from Chen Yi. So an imperative ultimate utilized from TSM. The onslaught so strong from 100 Thieves here means they can take 2 inhibitors and then move elsewhere.
The TSM chants get fainter and fainter as the game goes on. 25 minutes into the game, and it's an 11,500 gold lead for the Thieves.
That's a big one, that's for sure. TSM, it's feeling like that itch of having to be somewhat on the last stand. 100 Thieves with this Baron push are still going through, only 22 seconds on it. Charm directly goes into the stopwatch from Chen Yi, but way over on the opposite side, Huni getting bailed out effectively. Someday into stasis he goes as well. A good old knockdown onto one little big old bug means that Tactical is out of it, and the rest of 100 Thieves just have a few more hits to go on to Huni. Abbedagge flashing on forward, but it's answered by the flash from Huni, who eventually falls. It's Takeover making the last stand here for TSM. They'll take down this turret eventually, but right now they're just feeling good about the push that they have been making.
They certainly are, and 100 Thieves looking to extend their win streak to 6 games here on the first day of Super Week.
Third inhibitor down as well will get those double supers, and emphasizing that nearly 13k gold lead that 100 Thieves have accrued. It feels like such control from them across this map.
Oof. And TSM are going to be given more time to sit and wallow in this huge deficit. I like the angle here. You've got to go for some sort of play. You know, they're going for a flank play. They're so far behind. They have no time to wait, or else the supers are just going to destroy them. So they try and pull out the flank. Unfortunate for them, those TSM or 100 Thieves see it coming because they had the extra ward. They get the initial burst onto Huhi, and Tactical tries to make good on it into the back line, almost bursting them down. Not really that close, though, as Closer comes in with the kick combo. They take down the Kai'Sa. Abbedagge even auto-attacked a ward during the middle of this in the back line. Still plenty of time for him to chase down the extra kills. And again, he still has not died since, so 11 kills now on that Ahri, legendary himself, and they've come to finish the job.
As long as you're hitting something right, and Abbedagge and the rest of the team have been hitting a lot. 2 bounties onto your biggest damage dealers. There's a depth charge rolling on through, see if they can capitalize. Once again, going on in, and exhaust used on to Takeover to try and keep this away. A good old smash from Huni, but can they follow up? There's no longer an FBI to worry about, but they lose their mid laner. They lose their support on the side of TSM, and they lose another one here. And 100 Thieves are feeling good even without their ADC, except Closer, he's pretty low. Sidestepping what Huni has brought through. Charm to get the triple kill for Abbedagge. Huni should be able to actually join the rest of them. Someday, directly in the base, he takes down the Nexus turrets. Oh no, TSM, if you can't make this stand, you have officially for the first time missed out on playoffs.